So the show we've got today are the 13 strangest requests received by real estate agents.
Request? Welcome to the closing table with the Money Guys, Sidney Young and Jared Parrish. This episode is being brought to you by Allura Financial, AlluraFinancial.com, your source for real estate investment funding. Now, presenting the Money Guys. All right. In the famous words of Mr. McConaughey himself.
Who might actually be running for governor.
You think so?
That's what he said.
Wow. Hey, this is the closing table, Money Guys. We're the Money Guys. My name's Sidney Young.
And Jared Parrish.
We're the Money Guys because we got your money. So you think Matthew's going to run for a governor?
Allegedly, that's what he said.
Really? Would you vote for him?
I'm happy with Governor Abbott.
He's taller than Abbott. Anyway, that's a...
Oh, yeah.
This is how this is going to start out today, huh? Okay. Hey, guess what? Today's show is brought to you by, you can see it right there, AlluraFinancial.com. Now, at AlluraFinancial.com, we do a lot of things.
Yeah.
We do fix and flip funding, buy and hold funding, new construction funding, hedge funding.
Pick our nose funding.
Pick our nose funding.
Ass scratching fees.
Ass scratching fees. Tony Ali. Anyway, we do all types of funding, all from different hedge funds. We do deals quick. We get in, we evaluate your deal. If it's a good deal, boom, we send it to closing and we fund.
We do so much with money. You just money.
You're
so money and you don't even know it.
Vince Vaughn, baby. Vince Vaughn, do it again.
You're so money and you don't even know it.
I love that show, man. We fund quick, man, because we know time is your asset, is your money, and we want to get you some money. Allura Financial, AlluraFinancial.com. Now, with that being said, we're doing a podcast today, and as you know, if you follow this podcast, and by the way, how many downloads we've had so far in this podcast?
Just through the podcast platforms, we've had over 500, and and that's just here recently. So, congratulations to us and for that. And,
Sit down. Yeah, you too. Okay, you can stand up.
Yeah, and so, with Closing Table with the Money Guys, we're in real estate business, and so we like to discuss some things with real estate.
Real estate, money, politics, local stuff here in Houston, stuff outside of Houston. We talk about anything.
Talk about the weather if we want to.
Which,
our
by the
goddamn
way,
show.
You won't be listening long, but we can talk about anything we want. So today's show is about what, Jared? I always let them surprise me because I like to have the freshness.
We've got a pretty good one today. So the show we've got today are the 13 strangest requests received by real estate agents.
Requests to real estate agents.
So real estate agents, as many real estate agents are probably listening to the show, sometimes they'll get some particular request.
Is this like an artist kind of like guy says, I'll do a concert, but here's my list of things I want?
Right. I want a bowl of nothing but brown M&Ms.
Brown M&Ms. Pick all the others out.
Yeah. Which is actually an Ozzy Osbourne story, by the way.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Ozzy requested that. He wanted a fishbowl full of brown M&Ms, or he was not going to go on stage.
I bet you can put anything you want in those contracts.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is there were some strange requests that I've heard about hotels. Of you go online, you book your room, and there was one guy that said, "I want 1 pound of cooked bacon and a picture of David Hasselhoff on the bed." He just put it in there to be funny, but when he got to his hotel room, there was actually a picture of David Hasselhoff and a plate of cooked bacon.
I don't see the Hasselhoff. You can go away. The bacon though, I'll take that in a heartbeat, huh?
Right.
So
today we do have a pretty funny show. So these are 13 strange requests. Actually, I'm sorry, 12 requests. There was one, it wasn't weird at all. It was just...
Are these from people buying houses or selling houses? Which one?
Well, these are going to be strange requests, from buyers and sellers both. But so BusinessInsider.com, which is the source for today's show.
Oh, I thought you made them up yourself.
Yeah, you would think. I'd love to take credit for that. But no, so they interviewed real estate agents across the country. and talk to them about some strange events that they've had and some strange requests that they've had.
Okay.
And so then they've compiled this list. I kind of did a little bit of my own little editing, and we consolidated it down. It was a long article. And we do have some pretty funny, pretty interesting requests that we might have to talk
Let's see
about.
what we got. What's number one?
So in Kansas City, number one, in Kansas City, Terry Hamilton, who sells homes in Missouri and Kansas for an average of $265,000 a home. So his average commission is $79.50. The reason I say that is because you're going to hear some of these requests and you think, all right, I'm probably making $8,000 on this. Would you do this
for $8,000?
Yeah.
I like that. You get the moral dilemma in there. Okay.
Yeah. So Terry Hamilton, he goes, one client asked me to spy on prospective buyers. He asked them to install listening devices in the homes so he could hear what the prospective buyers were saying as they walked through the home.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that.
I think it's a little, well, for one, if you're walking through the house, if you're with your significant other and y'all both discussing this, it's
And the
kind of,
realtor says, let me walk away and let y'all talk about it.
yeah, and it's kind of a private conversation. I see the problem with it.
Yeah, because what if they say, hey, I like this room, I'll nail you in it.
Now, one thing I find interesting is he did not confirm nor deny that he obliged this
For
particular-
$8,000, he did it.
Yeah, right. But I mean, it makes sense because you want to know, if they're like, "Oh my God, that fireplace looks terrible." It's like, well, that's something I need to know about.
How would Trump say it?
This is the greatest fireplace I've ever seen. I've got mine is better, but
The Trump impression.
so I thought that was interesting. So yeah, for $8,000, I'm probably
He did it.
I think he put some microphones in there. So number two, this is from Manhattan. So we
Manhattan.
got a lot on here from New York, just because the commissions are going to be pretty high.
Oh.
So you'd be willing to do some stuff. So this is from Boris Fabricant. That's his name, Boris Fabricant, and he works with Compass Realty. And his average
Boris
home,
Fabricant.
now his
What a
average
loser. He should have been Fabricant.
right.
Freaking loser.
Can't shouldn't be in your vocabulary. He's like, I pronounce it fabricant.
Fabricant?
So he sells homes between 1.5, roughly.
wow.
I'm sorry, averages $1.5 million a home. So his average commission is $45,000.
Dude, he did it. Whatever the hell it is, he did it.
Right. So this agent asked him. He goes, every time you come here to do a showing,
Yeah.
I would need you to walk my dog.
I'll walk, little Fluffy.
$45,000.
I'll walk
I'm gonna
Fluffy.
feed him. I'll give him a bath. So yes, I would definitely do it for $45,000 in commission. But I mean, you got to think about it. If $1.5 million home, how often do those sales happen?
Well, here's the good news. You probably don't have as many showings, but the few shows you have are pretty qualified.
You would hope so.
Yeah.
Just this way, people just don't show up for the paninis.
What's a panini?
It's a fucking sandwich, Sydney.
Why don't you just go to Subway? I have a
Yeah.
panini.
Yeah, you don't get you don't walk
Sounds
into a
like
Subway if your name's Jared.
Sounds like
Okay, they're like, oh, it was you.
you got out. Sound like panini. Sound like something you wear. But go ahead.
All right, yeah, this pantaloons.
Pantaloons. Yeah, there you go.
So this next one is once again in New York City. New York City.
Get it rope.
So this is from Jared Barnett. Salute
No
to Jared.
Barnett boys.
He's with Compass Realty as well, and his average home sales are $2 to $5 million in New York City.
So we're talking about 80 grand.
So his average commission, because I just did an average between the two, so his average commission is $120,000. So every time he sells a home, boom, boom. No. This particular one, the reason it's $120,000, he sold a $4 million apartment.
Oh wow.
Now, to him, this is the weirdest thing. So it was a foreign buyer. He wanted a walkthrough of the home through FaceTime.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Well, it's a $4 million apartment. That's what's up. So
Well, he's in like Russia or something.
yeah, so the guy never saw the home, only did a walkthrough through FaceTime, and bought the home. So he ended up purchasing the home for $4 million, all cash, before ever stepping
Dude, you know how
foot
many
in the home.
times we wish we had that type of situation?
Right?
In our business, it happens once a year.
Yep. Yeah, we just
You
take
know the one
pictures
we
and you're
did.
like, yep.
You know the one we did last year.
Yeah.
It bakes you in and out, and you go, who was that guy? And you get paid.
Right? You can forget his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that average
Wow.
to get a commission of $120,000
On a FaceTime call.
Yeah, I was like, do you want
Yeah.
filters on this too?
Yeah, exactly.
I left you cookies. I hope they're still warm. So next one, once again, in Manhattan. Mm-hmm. So this is Kelly Robinson with Compass Realty. Now, she sells in Manhattan and Brooklyn. And, her average home sale is $3 million. So her average commission is $90,000. That's a lot of cheese, dude.
Yeah, it is.
And so her buyer said, he goes, before I buy it, I need to use every bathroom in the house.
Doing number 1 or number 2?
I'm assuming number 2.
Does it have one of those water?
I mean, how many walkthroughs are you going to have to do for him to be able to build up enough poo?
I'm eating at 6. I'll be here by 6:30.
I mean, I always heard, the home field advantage. A lot of people don't like
maybe it has that toilet that squirts the water up there.
Right? Or you can always install those.
Well, what's it called?
The bidet. I have bidets.
Dude, come on now.
Hell, it's just awesome.
Stop the show. You reach in your fucking wallet and you give me that man card right now.
No, man, you have no idea. Until you use one. My whole family uses one now.
TMI. I don't even know that. I can't even picture you there. Go ahead.
Dude, it saves so much money in toilet paper. So this guy's average home sales $3 million.
Yeah.
He sold this one for roughly $3 million after the guy did his duty in every one of the bathrooms, and he made $90,000 on it. That's it.
He did take some shit on that deal, though.
He flushed some shit too. So number 5, this is in the Hamptons, New York.
All right.
So this comes from Karen Benvenuto.
No, Benvenuto.
I think she's Italian.
Yeah, she
is. From Compass Realty, once again.
Mm-hmm.
Her home sales average between $1 to $3 million. So her average commission's $45,000. The seller said they said if anyone's going to buy the house, they have to be willing to adopt their dog as part of the transaction.
Adopt their dog?
Adopt their dog.
I wonder what kind of dog it was.
I don't know, but I mean,
and as a seller,
I could always say yes.
You know why? Because that wasn't his dog. Someone died in that house. Yeah. Oh, mama's dog's here. I don't want that little bastard.
Did someone die in the house?
You see what happens?
Funny.
Okay, speaking of dying, it is time for Business That Died. We're taking a defunct commercial break. We'll be right back.
Want to refinance and get cash? Countrywide has a great reason to do it now. A no-cost refi. It has no points, no credit reporting fee, no processing fee, no document fee, and no third-party fees. No title or escrow fees. Absolutely no closing costs. So you wind up with a lot more cash. Call now and ask for a no-cost refi. We're America's #1 home loan lender, and no one can do what Countrywide can. Call 1-800-641-8323.
All right. Welcome back to Closing Table Money Guys. You're so money. I swear, man. You're so money.
No joke.
You're so money and you don't even know it.
Okay, so where we at?
So we're on number 6 in Long Island, New York. So this one comes from Lena Lopez from Douglas Elliman. Her average home sales are roughly $350,000.
I like the name, Lena Lopez.
Lena Lopez.
Sound like a movie star,
right?
Go ahead.
So average home sales $350,000 in Suffolk County, Long Island.
That's nothing.
Well, in comparison to Manhattan, no.
Yeah. Lena needs to move.
I have a feeling that the real estate agent market is like really cutthroat. If you're making $100,000 per sale,
dude,
you sell one a month, you're a millionaire.
Unless you're greedy, you say I got to have 3.
Well, we're both greedy.
Yeah, I know we're bastards.
So average commission per home sale is
about $6,000.
Yeah, roughly 6. Well, no, more in the realm of 12.
12? Okay.
12,000. Yeah. So which ain't nothing to sneeze at. Know what I'm saying?
Let's see what Lena did for $12,000.
On this one, a homeowner forgot to clean out the shed for the walkthrough. Mm-hmm. He went out of the state, and there was about a foot of snow, and they had to shoot. Now, she was in heels, and they had to clean out this shed before the walkthrough. So she had to clean all this stuff out. Wow. And they went through all the debris. They had to clean the shed out, the backyard, the front yard. They picked up garbage on the day of closing. And so, yeah, that was
for 12 bills.
That's pretty shitty.
That is pretty shitty.
You know, just leave it like that. Just like, hey, well, you know, you're making $10,000 on it. You do it.
Yeah, Miss High Heels, you go do it.
Right. Yeah, I don't think she was feeling very money that day.
No.
All right, number 7 in Palm Beach, Florida.
All right.
So we've got Richard Steinberg and Peyton Smith, both from Douglas Elliman Steinberg team. Their average home sales is $10 million.
Whoa!
So their average commission is $300,000.
Dude, he did it. Whatever it is, he
whatever it did. So on this one was really weird. So they said the strangest request they ever got from a client is they would have to walk their parrot through the house to make sure it was comfortable.
Walk their parrot through the house.
Yes.
Now I'm assuming these are very large homes. Would the parrot get tired?
If your average sale is $10 million,
you know,
I'm sure they're rich and eccentric, and they're basically not from this world. They live in a different world, and they live in this bubble. They're weird. Yeah. They're like, no, I want my parrot to
What do you think they named the parrot?
I don't. Polly?
Polly? Yeah, they get lazy. Name them parrot.
Yeah, but once again, going into what we talked about yesterday, what you mentioned right now.
What's that?
If someone died in the house,
ooh,
the parrot may be able to pick up on that.
The parrot spirit picker-upper.
Yeah, walk the parrot through there. He's like, fuck this.
How's he do? His parrot impression.
Yeah. So, for $300,000, I'd walk a parrot through there.
I guess I'd walk the little bastard.
Yeah, right. Turn on some music, have him do the little. All right, so number 8 in Brooklyn, New York.
All right, now we're talking.
All right, Jason Talcus is an agent with Compass. Mm-hmm. Now, his average home sales range between $650,000 up to $2 million. And so his average commission is $39,750.
He's broke.
Good
How
job,
the hell's he living?
Jason. He goes, so I was talking, I was taking a buyer out to Greenpoint, Brooklyn, and they were very adamant about finding a place of tranquility and quiet and
I'm
peace.
with him. I am with him, man.
So every place we saw, they asked me to turn on the hose and spray down the house so they could see what it sounded like when the rain hit the windows. I like talking that. I think that would qualify as a weird and strange request.
When the rain hit the windows, noise is...
They wanted it to be tranquil and quiet. It must be peaceful, even if it's raining.
You know what I would have done? I would have said, let me get inside, take her outside, piss her off, and let her start screaming. I want to see if I can hear her from the inside.
I would have been like, wait, I'm making $40,000 on this deal.
Yeah.
Where's the hose? Right? Yeah, I don't think I would have hesitated.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like the idea of taking someone out back, beating the shit out of them. It's like, could you hear it?
Did you hear any of that?
Did you hear it? No?
No? Okay, yeah.
All right.
Because if you don't buy this, the next one you're going to hear, because it's going to be you.
I wonder how many places. He goes, for the record, we found a place for them. That being said...
How many windows did they spray?
Exactly.
You know? Jeez.
Oh, man. No joke. I mean, that I'm sure a lot of real estate agents have to go through a lot of shit.
Dude, there's got to be some crazy stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel sorry. I'm willing to bet you female real estate agents probably get more crap from buyers or potential buyers than men.
I don't know.
You know, because
I don't know. I think people would be a little bit more hesitant to.
I'm not talking sexual innuendos. I'm talking
no.
negotiating things. As far as I can tell she wants this deal because women are very competitive. I think they're even more competitive than men. Especially
depending on the person.
If you got a very successful woman who's a successful realtor and she closes deals, she's a professional. She's got that competitive drive in her, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it goes both ways. I mean, same with men. So you've got some men that are wonderful negotiators.
I think men get lazy. They make money and they get lazy.
But then you've got some of the men that are, I heard that you could make some good money in real estate.
Look at us. 3 years ago, we'd have drove you to Taiwan and back for a deal.
Yeah.
Now, when you get over here,
want to
let
pay
us
our
know.
fee? No joke. But then again, and you know, so you've got guys who are just weak with that.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, the part-time real estate agent, soccer mom, that's like, all right, guys. So I mean, what do you think about the house? You think this one's going to work for you? You know, it all depends. You've got some women who are just sharks. They're awesome.
I truly admire a professional real estate woman who has a drive for success.
Yes.
That's a very attractive feature.
Look at the women on Shark Tank.
Oh, man, they're tough.
Yes.
They squash me in a heartbeat, man. I go, oh, shit.
Yeah. I mean, Lori on there.
Oh, man, I
Dude,
love her.
I've heard her tear some people up.
What's the other one? The older lady. What's her
Barbara.
name? Oh, man, she's tough. I like her. She's tough.
I mean, with her, it's just, you know, some people, they're a little bit more delicate.
Yeah.
But if someone's coming in there and they're just slinging bullshit.
Oh, she's
like,
quick.
no, this. Here's a problem with this. There's a problem with that. This is a scam. I'm out.
And I would do this. I just don't like you. I'm out.
I did see that before, and I loved that. I think Mark Cuban is
he gets him quick.
Yeah. And Mr. Wonderful sometimes doesn't look so wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful. I love him.
Yeah, he's good. All right, so number 9 in Brooklyn, New York.
Again?
And again, yes. Maggie Ross of Compass Real Estate, who sells home in Brooklyn. Average home sale is $2 million. Mm-hmm. Average commission is $60,000.
All right.
That's a lot of cheese for your home sale, especially if you're doing one a month.
Yeah,
that ain't too bad. Not too bad.
Never go against the family.
Yeah. So she said the most extreme request was having to clean up after some newlyweds. She says, I walked in to host an open house in a small apartment after the wedding of the couple who left for their honeymoon, and there were half-smoked joints and beer bottles all over the place, a wedding dress on the floor. She says, thankfully, I arrived early. So she had to go through there, pick up everything, pick up the bullshit.
That ain't too bad.
You know, if it's not, I mean, you know, sure Schnitzel that it wasn't just joints and beer bottles.
Yeah,
there was trash and bullshit all over the place.
Yeah, it is probably worth. But and what's her average commission on this?
$60,000.
I cleaned the shit out of it.
I would go in there with a hazmat suit. You know, if they said, well, Ebola was, you know, one of my roommates had Ebola, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to suit up, brother.
That's it, man.
Give me a few minutes. I'm going to make some cheese today.
Give me some bleach. That's it, man.
So, yeah, we've got 3 left. I think we can read those 3 after we listen to some people that lost money.
For another deep commercial. Somehow these people being out of business make something feel good. We'll be right back.
Hi, I just want to make a deposit.
You have your account number?
Right here.
Lean forward, please.
What is this?
It's our new customer tracking system. It has your account number and barcode. It speeds you right through the line.
Now what?
That line over there.
Feel like banks are getting a bit impersonal? Try Washington Mutual. We're building our bank around you because we never forget it's your money.
It's a holdup.
I hate it when these things don't scan.
Washington Mutual.
Now, didn't that make you feel better? You're doing so much better than those guys, okay?
Yeah.
Now we have 3 left.
We do have 3 left. So the next one is from New York City.
New York City.
All right. So this is Adam Feinberg, an agent for Anchor Realty in NYC. Sells homes with an average price of $725,000.
Good deal.
Johnny, his average commission here is $21,750.
Poor
Good
Feinberg.
job for Adam Feinberg. Mm-hmm. So he says, I'm lucky. My strangest request that I ever got from a buyer was he wanted me to identify every public housing and homeless shelter in the neighborhood. I'm sorry, it was a she, so she could eliminate any nearby properties. He goes, this is New York. Almost every neighborhood has these. He goes, when Feinberg told her that he couldn't do that because it would violate the fair housing laws, and recommended that she just walk the neighborhood instead, she wished him luck, and he never heard from her again.
Wow.
You know,
Feinberg.
That goes to show you sometimes you do have to walk away from a deal.
There is a way to do a deal like that without actually doing the request. Mm-hmm. Not a problem there, lady. Let's go over here, and I'll tell you where they are. You determine what you want to do about it.
Yeah, or, print it out and say, I didn't print that out.
There you go. For 100 bills, man, or 60, whatever it is.
Yeah, well, he's making $21,000.
Oh,
you know what? Still, $21,000 is $21,000. Money's money.
Feinberg. I think
You know?
Feinberg.
You're so money and you don't even know it.
No, not Feinberg. He's not.
He's not money.
No, he's
Sorry,
not money.
no, he's not money. He pushed out and had
He
to-
did.
Yeah. So anyway, next one, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Mitzi Newman, an agent in North Carolina who sells homes with an average price of $135,000, average commission $4,050 per home. A client wanted to go view a home during a snowstorm. Now, North Carolina snowstorms can get pretty bad. Okay, and they can be dangerous when you get out there. The reason they wanted to go see this home during the snowstorm is because God told them it was the one.
Did God tell them to take a shovel?
Like, did God tell you that you have good credit?
The Lord has given me a good FICO score.
Please tell me that you've got enough money to close on this one. I don't want to go out there, risk breaking something or killing myself or stalling my car or something like that. Then you're going to be like,
And how much commission
I
does
need
this
to
guy
be
make?
using God's money.
How much commission does this guy make?
$4,050.
No way. Not in a snowstorm. Not for 4 bills.
4 bills.
Dude, take us back in time. We'd have drove you there back. Here's a sandwich for you.
Would you like me to take you there on my shoulders?
Let me get the snow off of you, sir.
Right. All right, and then we come down to number 12 in New York City. So this is Eric Goldie with Compass Realty, who handles sales in New York City for $1 to $5 million. So his average commission is $75,000.
Nice commission.
He had to clean out a client's entire closet. He goes from throwing out old luggage to folding underwear. He goes, it was the most humbling experience
That
of
ain't
my
bad.
life. I don't think it's too bad. I wouldn't care. I'm making $75,000.
Dude.
What the hell do I care?
You know, bring a trash bag.
I'd
boom,
probably
boom.
wipe their ass for that.
You probably would.
Yeah.
I would for 75.
I mean, hey, in the comments, if you're a real estate agent and you've got some crazy stories, put those in the comments, and maybe we can mention those next
Now,
time we talk about weird shit like this.
We talked about what realtors put up with.
Yep.
Part of all this is negotiating. And I've always said, we had a meeting yesterday with some investors. They showed up. They're the first investors I've ever had show up on time. Actually, early. That was impressive, but they were from another country, not here, so maybe that's something
Apparently,
to do with
people in that country are on time.
on time. The ones here in the United States are not on time. Anyway, but one of the things I boasted about my man here, Jared, my man. We sound so non-money, our money, whatever we call it.
Yeah. No, we
Anyway.
need to be more money.
Yeah, we need more money. Anyway, he is the master negotiator. He knows how to win without giving up, or he'll give up.
It's all about winning. It's all about winning. We're winning. You're gonna get tired of winning.
Damn Trump. But he is the master negotiator. Give some tips on negotiating.
For one, only negotiate when you have cash in hand or deal ready. Now, cash in hand is kind of a metaphor. When you're ready to do the deal, don't negotiate beforehand. Don't negotiate with hypotheticals. Also, you need to find your common ground. You need to know where their expectations are, because typically in negotiation, whoever speaks first loses. Now, that's prior to talking about your prices and after talking about your prices. You need to know what they're expecting, where they're coming from, so you know how to slide your number in there and using the right tone of voice and framing it the right way to where it sounds more appealing.
When do you start giving stuff up?
After both of you put your cards on the table.
And are you going to wait for them to give up, or do you give up
Because
first?
it's like, for instance, let's say I want to offer 5, and I know you're expecting 10, and I start with 7, and you say, all right, well, let's meet in the middle at 8.5.
8.5, yeah.
And I say, well, listen, man, I've already compromised because I was going to offer you 5. Well, bullshit, you didn't talk. I didn't mention 5. That's not a compromise. We started at 7. No. So it's things like that. So you want to make sure you start where you're at. Now, if you know that you're that far off, or let's say they were gonna, let's use 5 to 10 again, and you know that his expectation was 10, and you're gonna come in and you know that you can seal the deal at 7. You say, well, I was gonna offer you 5, but knowing that you're okay with 7, I'm willing to come up to 7.
No, I'm going to offer you. I'm going to offer you next week back on the closing table with the Money Guys. How about that? Hey, it's been great. It's been fun. My name's Tim Young.
And Jerry Perry.
We're the Money Guys, and we got your money.